Hey there UK EDCers and anyone else watching from around the world. Today I'm modifying this Manly Wasp to be single hand open. Obviously usually quite famed for being a 5-point two-handed only open slip joint. I'm a complete amateur, so if you're a professional and I've made a complete dog's dinner of this, I'm so sorry. Obviously I'm not wearing any safety equipment either, sorry for that. I'll be doing this just with that £30 Amazon jobby Dremel behind me. I'll be using the drum sanders off of that. Literally just sand a bit off, build it again, check the action, take it off, sand it, just rinse and repeat until the knife's how you want it. This will obviously void your warranty. I don't recommend following my guide because again I'm an amateur. If you can get it done professionally it'll obviously be much better. But either way, this works, it ends out quite well, so there's that. Anyway, enough of that, here's some questionable music and a time lapse.
Okay, so now we're back indoors at my desk and I've just done the final touch-ups. The last bit obviously you'll need to pay extra attention to because that's the final part of your action. The last part was just grinding out this metal, so this end bit is the only bit that touches the pivot there. And as you can see, now that I've done that, it does snap the blade back shut just under the G10 scale there. So that's perfect. And the other thing I did was get the drum sander and get right in here, and as you can see, just a little hump there, and then that locks into there nicely, and then I've left the bump up into what was originally like the multiple stop position thing in the back spring there. So mine looks like that. I've also, because I've had to remove that pin, because unfortunately where I did remove a little bit, I say a little bit, a fair bit too much material because I'm not an expert. If I left that pin in when I closed it, you can see the spring wouldn't have enough tension to do that. So I've just, even though it doesn't touch without that, I'm sure because of this bit of the blade here hits against the spring, I'm sure with enough force it would still smash into that anyway. So I've just put a little foam pad there. It's just like no more nails or some shit like that. So entirely optional. But yeah, so that's a nice strong. That's still a nice strong lock up there. As you can see, the spring I have had to bend a little bit more. It will, if you're careful, if you do it right first time, measure twice, cut once, you won't have to bend your spring at all if you just take it very slowly. But unfortunately I'm a lazy man and wanted to get it done in one day. So yeah, let's take this all apart. So I do now have the unfortunate problem of not really being able to take the phosphor, or is that copper? I don't know what it is. That's relatively centered. Yeah, it's not too tight. So how far does that come up? Yeah, that's safe. Sorry if it'll focus, there we go. So you can see the blade's not actually over that G10. I can run my finger right over that, that's fine. And it will automatically snap back into that position now. That's an important one to check. And then that, and that is still, I've managed to make that quite a strong lock up. Look at that, and you can see that's rocking back as well. This This Digicam one's actually a much weaker lockup, which I'm fine with this as well. But you can see that doesn't sort of rock back as much. That's because on this one, I removed some of the material off this back spine. I did a little bit of material off this back spine on this one, but honestly it was a very minor amount, just some off of this bit here and a very small amount off that stop, just to move it over a little bit. I wouldn't recommend touching the spring if you can handle it, if you can help it, I suppose. But yeah, other than that, and yeah, because of the way that does pull it back in, that's why I've elected to just put that little bit of no more nails, whatever on there. Beautiful. I wouldn't recommend you do this, because of course, if you ever care about selling your knives again,
never mind the warranty,
you're bang out of luck. I don't think anyone's going to want to purchase a modified knife. That's just the way of things. But again, it's the price point. This is £50 with the S90V and G10. I can't argue with that at all. I like that too much to say no. If that means I have to do a little bit of extra work by myself, sure, I'll do it.